Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing for lots more diamond painting content. And if you are back, welcome back. Today I am here with my monthly month in review video. This is for the month of September 2023. And in these videos, I just really enjoy getting a chance to look back on the month and share with you the different projects that I've worked on and kind of do a set of mini reviews on my completed diamond painting kits, as well as talk about what's coming up in the upcoming month as well. So September was a really fun month. It was really me getting into the groove of all things kind of spooky season and fall. I have been co-hosting an event called Drills and Chills with my friend Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and so I've been really enjoying diving into my stash and picking up kits as well to work on that fit the theme of that event, because it's something that I just so completely enjoy. If you're curious to find out more about that event and how to join in, because we do run through the month of October, I'll have a link to the event playlist in the description of this video below, along with all of the links to the different canvases I'm going to share with you guys today. So feel free to take a look if you want to go do some shopping. But anyway, in the month of September, I completed 4 diamond painting kits, and I have 2 to 3 whips going into the month of October, and I'll explain why the sort of hesitation on that number there, excuse me. And we'll talk about that more just a little bit later. But yeah, 4 finishes. I feel like that's pretty solid for the month, but you'll see one of them is really small, so it's kind of like, well, anyway. As far as YouTube and content goes, it was a big month as far as videos go. I had 23 videos go up, and a lot of that had to do with Drills and Chills event videos and all the weekly fun we've been having with that event as well. And so September it was a good month, you guys. My kids went back to school, and I had a little bit more time in the mornings to film and to craft, and I'm enjoying this rhythm and this season that we're in right now an awful lot. So I have my diamond painting logbook here. I always mention it, and you guys, I'm getting close to the end of it. I'm kind of wondering if I may reach the end of it by the end of this calendar year. I don't know though. That much more in 3 months, probably not. But we're getting close. It's going to be fun. But anyway, I love having a paper logbook where I track my completed diamond painting kits, and it's just nice because I can make some notes on things like I obviously write down the stats and any events and my start and finish dates and things that I loved or maybe didn't. And so the first kit, my first finish for the month, was called Witch Bedroom, and I started it on September 1st for Drills and Chills. I write down what number start and finish my kits are as well. So this is my 137th start and 136th finish, because I had one other whip going. And it was my 30th finish for the year. So yeah, I've done a lot of diamond paintings. But anyway, this kit was, it surprised me really by just how enjoyable it was to work on. The colors, I should have known really, because the colors are completely my color palette. All the different shades of pink, all of the happy pastels. It was really right up my alley, and so I should have known that I was gonna love it. But it's 42.9 by 60.7 centimeters, which is a really manageable size. It's pretty, I think that is being a decently beginner-friendly size, beginner and intermediate, and it had 60 colors and square drills, and it had a nice amount of color blocking. There was some confetti, but there were areas that really went by quickly, like some of the chunks of the same color here in the shades of the blankets and stuff. And I just found myself really enjoying about every moment of working on this kit. I think especially because of the colors, and it was definitely one of those kits where it felt like each section that I opened up, there was something interesting and new going on. All the way from the bottom to the top. Everything from oh, look, there's cute slippers and a diary, to over here, okay, there's some plants, and there's socks under the bed. And then as you moved up, there was, really fun stuff like this teacup with the floating tea bags. And of course, the black cat, which this kicked off a very unintentional ongoing theme in my diamond paintings for September, where all of my finishes in the month of September have a black cat in them. And it actually was not intentional. I promise it was not intentional, but I love cats, and I have a black cat, so I guess that's not totally shocking that I would gravitate towards those. But I love the AB placement in this kit. You know, there's some that's like coming off of the cauldron here that's really pretty. And I love like the little string lights and the details on the shelf up here. It was just a really, really fun kit to work on. And I'm finding that this is an artist whose work I probably am going to want to collect and buy every time Diamond Art Club releases another one, because just the whole style and everything I think looks really amazing in Diamond Art Club's rendering style. But also is just my taste, very much my taste. So this was a pretty, relatively quick finish. It was a week and a half, and I did have one other kit that I was kind of working on and going back and forth between that was not drills and chills related, which is why this wasn't an even faster finish. But overall, just really, really enjoyable and a really fun and beautiful kit to kick off drills and chills with. So that was finish number 1 for September. Now, finish number 2 was actually a whip I brought in from August and was, I don't know, maybe halfway done. And this one is called Sweet Dreams. And this is by the artist Elora Paltrat and is from a brand new shop in the diamond painting community called Diamond Artisan Shop. I did do a dedicated post review video for this kit that you may have seen already, but of course I'm still going to include it in my month in review videos. This is 43 by 60 centimeters, has 43 colors and round diamonds, including some really pretty AB colors. You can see the purple AB up there at the top, and there's a few other AB colors in here as well. And I started this one at the very end of August, on August 29th, and finished it on September 14th. And it was my 31st finish of the year. And I've talked a lot about how I love supporting small shops and trying out new shops in the community so that I can share with you guys what my findings are and, say, oh yeah, like here are the features and the things that I liked and maybe some areas for improvement. And then you guys get to decide, okay, is this a shop you want to try out for yourself? So I actually have a lot of fun testing out new shops and trying to like parse through, okay, what kind of feedback would I give and how would I describe them to you guys? But the owner of this shop was incredibly receptive to feedback, which I love to see. And I'm excited to test out some new kits from them. So I want to give you those like snapshot kind of caveats really quick. Because I did hear back really promptly from them just in response to the feedback I had shared. They said that they did just make the switch from acrylic rounds to resin rounds. So this drill had acrylic rounds, and in the post review I mentioned that I did run into a couple of hiccups with some diamonds that had some extra bits around the base. Of course, now I can't find that exact one that I had showed you in that video. But if you'd like to see it, it is in there. And but the switch to resin rounds should have sort of solved that. They also mentioned that this kit was partially hand charted, and that in the near future, I believe, they're planning on switching it over to have it be fully hand charted, which I think can only be a good thing as well. But overall, I thought that this was a really, really solid and enjoyable, like, first pass for a launch kit from a brand new shop. I think that they did an amazing job. I had mentioned that I was looking for maybe a little bit more clarity in these details and some other little areas. But overall, I enjoyed the colors and the quality all around, like the glue and the canvas material and the symbol legibility, those kinds of things were all great, and the drill quality issue should be solved. So I give those disclaimers, and but I want to say that I just have had such a positive experience and had a really good impression of the shop and the owner that I feel pretty good about saying that I think it's worth trying them and seeing what they're doing, because they did just release some really pretty new artwork that I have my eye on as well. But this whole vibe is really gorgeous, and I couldn't resist it. There's a few other kits that they have in stock from this artist too, and I just thought that overall they did do a nice job with it. It's very serene, and I did find myself just feeling very relaxed and enjoying working on this piece. And so it was really nice. And I'm happy that we have another shop in the community with licensed diamond paintings, and that is obviously looking to build and improve and continue to do good things. So This was my second finish for the month. The really, really pretty Sweet Dreams is the name of this one. And here's our black cat, of course. We're keeping that theme. So yeah, that was finish number 2. Now, finish number 3. This is the one that I feel a little bit guilty about calling this a finish, but it is. So this is the really adorable kitty Latte from Crystal Canvas Art Designs and the artist Anne Chile R. And this was one that I picked up this year. I knew that, Crystal Canvas Art Designs is sponsoring Drills and Chills, and I had done a full crystal kit from them last Drills and Chills and had fun with it. And I just thought this little snack size kit would be really fun. As it turns out, Lindsay did the same kit. And so we both couldn't resist this adorable little kitty. But when I say full crystal drill kit, what that means is that all of the diamonds in the kit are actually crystals. There's no regular diamonds in here whatsoever. They're all crystals. And so Crystal Canvas Art Designs has a ton of these crystal kits. It's a really unique experience. It's different from your regular diamond painting fair, and it's one that I recommend at least trying out, but I would suggest trying with a smaller size like this one. This one was 20 by 25 centimeters and just had the 7 colors, and it was really like a 24-hour kit basically, if that. And so it was just fun. I did find that with these crystals that they don't always necessarily want to stay totally flat on here, and so I'm probably going to be sealing this one. I don't normally seal my diamond paintings. I've just sealed, I think, a couple ever, all the ones that I've completed. But I have a video on how I've sealed my diamond paintings in the past, if you're curious. But I thought this one turned out really cute. And the way that diamond paintings can turn out with all crystals, how artwork can turn out rather, can sometimes just be a little more bold and different than a regular diamond painting, but I love how this one turned out. I think this was a good one to turn into diamond painting form. So there was that cutie, and this was finish number 3 for the month. Now finish number 4, I just, oh my gosh, loved every moment of working on this one. This was finish number 4. This is Furry Familiar from Craftably and is by the artist Kara Ann Aldridge. If the artwork is giving you a little bit of deja vu, it may be because I did do a kit from Craftably and the artist Kara Ann Aldridge back in June, and I absolutely adored how it turned out. And this was one that I just thought would be so fun to work on for Drills and Chills, and once again continued with our black cat theme. I love how Craftably hand renders their kits just really, really gorgeously. You can see the attention to detail and how carefully and deliberately, like the fishnets and like all of the details and pleats in her skirt, and even just like the shading in the cobblestones. It just is masterfully done. Her hair is magical, and Craftably has got to be one of my favorite shops out there. They do an incredible job with not only their rendering, but the quality on their kits is next level. It's so good. One of my very favorite things that Craftably does is they hand chart in not only ABs, but also crystals. And so you can see I don't remember how many crystal colors. It was several, like 6 or 8 or something. There's a couple of different shades of like pinks and purples and reds. There's like a red crystal in her lip. And her hair is just chock full of ABs and crystals. And I adore how it turned out. I think it's gorgeously done. I love it so much. This blue AB is magical. There's lots of white ABs in here. It's more of a subtle white AB. It's not real in your face with that AB coating. I just think that they knocked it out of the park with this one, and I'm so happy. I think that, yeah, the rendering is just beyond. It's beyond. So this was one that I was really happy to work on for Drills and Chills. I'm trying to represent like a really wide variety of shops, and not necessarily even just sponsors, but there are so many fantastic shops out there that have so much to offer that I want time to work on all of them. But Craftably has got to be up there as one of my top favorite shops. I think that they do an amazing job. I only wish that they had more selection. And I understand completely that there are other factors at play there. They are a small business and there are struggles and things that come with that. I'm not at all being, disparaging or coming down on them whatsoever. I just am acknowledging that is one thing that I have seen people say when I've, mentioned Craftably and highly recommended them, is it just seems like there's not a ton of selection right now. So hopefully we'll see some more, at some point here. But in the meantime, go and take a look at what they do have. I do believe this one has been discontinued, and I don't know, from just what I kind of heard, third hand, so take it with that huge grain of salt. They may not have the licensing with this artist any longer, but I don't know for sure. I have not asked them myself. This is just something that I saw in a comment on one of my posts. So, but I think that you can still take this hopefully as a representation of what Craftably has to offer in general. A lot of these features will be consistent across the board as far as the quality of the materials, which I think is absolutely top tier, the hand charting, and they have fantastic customer service and attention to detail. So please, please, please go give Craftably a look if you haven't checked them out already. But Furry Familiar, this was, I didn't mention the size or anything, 57 by 73 centimeters, 53 colors, round diamonds. They started this one on September 16th and finished it on the 23rd. So it was a 1 week kit. I couldn't put it down. It went really quickly in a lot of ways and was just that enjoyable to work on. So 4th finish of the month, and this was my 33rd, finish of the year, and 139th finish of all time. Now we're going to get into my whips. So the first whip that I have going into October is this beauty. Wow, she looks good on camera too. Like, she looks good in person, but gosh, those colors and details come together gorgeously on camera. The name of this one is Plant Witch, and this is from Distracted by Diamonds and the artist Geneva Bowers. Unfortunately, this is another one that is discontinued, and I don't know that she has any leftover stock that she's still got on hand. I think that it has probably all sold by now, though I have seen 1 or 2 other kits by Geneva Bowers in Distracted by Diamonds shop that are available if you want to go and take a look. But I am in love with this one. This is one that I kind of referred to as a rainy day kit, which is just a little subset of my stash that are kits that I am saving for a rainy day. They have special meaning to me for one reason or another, and I don't know. I want to savor them, save and savor them. But this one is 52 by 64 centimeters, 40 colors, round drills. I bought this in 2020, and I think that there may have been some changes to things like the canvas material. I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive there have been, where this is a really like stiff, the back is not soft whatsoever. And I think now they have like a little bit of that softer backing. But the drill quality has been great. The rendering is lovely. I really enjoy how Distracted by Diamonds renders their kits. I think they do a really nice job of it. It's kind of a nice middle ground between really crisp and clean and very, very soft. I feel like they walk that line and art fall somewhere really nicely in the middle, especially for the artists they tend to license. That's funny. I actually had apparently stopped mid-section on this one. I was working on this one up until my next whip had come in because I knew that I wanted to start on that one immediately. And so I did table this one so I could try to make some tracks on on my other whip. But this is one I'm planning to, I want to make sure this plastic cover is covering this as much as possible. I am planning to have tabled until I finish my other whip because I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but my plans for October include 2 square drill kits that have some confetti, and this I thought would break up those 2 kits really nicely. And so, plus, you know what? That means that I also get to kind of extend the amount of time that I'm working on it. But she's just turning out gorgeously. I love all the colors in her hair. There's some color blocking over here, and I'm not always the best at color blocking these light colors. You can see some of the shifts where I was multi-placing a little bit, but it's not bad. And it does have this does have a couple ABs, I believe, but it is done with a little bit. Oh, maybe not. I'm looking. Maybe no ABs. But it overall is having this really, really pretty pretty finished look. And I'm going to be sad when it's done because I love my Geneva Bowers kits, and they're so limited that I'm just trying to really enjoy this one. But even though she's giving major spring vibes, she does technically qualify for drills and chills because she is a witch. So she's falling in the theme, though I am breaking kind of my trend of having black cats in my kits. I hope you guys will forgive me on that one, but I'm sure I'll finish this in October. Like I said, it'll probably break up my other square drill kits, but I started this one on September 24th, just after I had finished my last kit, and it tided me over until my other whip, which let me grab that one so I can show you. And this one, so I'm filming this on October 2nd, so technically you're seeing a little bit more of this completed than I actually did finish in the month of September, so I'll acknowledge that. But this is the really, really cute Trick or Treat is the name of it. It's by Ann Stokes, and it's from Diamond Art Club, and this was part of the Halloween releases this past weekend, so it is a new release. I was sent it as a sneak peek, and I was just tickled that they released when I found out they were releasing this one, because I remembered seeing this artwork in the voting polls in the VIP group a while back and thinking, oh my gosh, I really, really, really hope this one makes it through and it gets produced as a diamond painting. And I love dragons. I love all things dragons, and a little dragon on a pumpkin is just like the quintessentially perfect Halloween kit for me and my taste. So I did, as you can see, if you're looking at this, I am taking a different approach to how I'm working on this kit than I usually do with my diamond paintings. Typically, I usually end up starting at the bottom. Not always. What I end up doing is looking at it and going, okay, like where do I want to end on the canvas? Where's like the most fun and entertaining part of this canvas that I can save for last? With this kit, I started working on it and I did the bottom row, and then I thought, maybe it would be fun if I did the whole outside border sections and then saved the middle sections with the dragon and the pumpkin for last. And so that's what I've ended up doing, is I'm just kind of going around the outside. Obviously I'm on like these top sections, then I'm going to come back down this right hand side, because as you can see, this is all just color blocked. That's black. That's a fuzz. It's all just color blacked 310 for the most part, with some other like dark blues thrown in there. There's some dark blues in there. Can't really see because that glare. There you go. And I just thought that would be a fun way to work on this kit, and I am enjoying it. I'm running into a little bit of trash and trouble with the 310 drills, just a little bit, and like that has slowed me down maybe a tiny bit, but not too bad. As of the very end of September, I think that I was here. I think I had finished up to here, and then yesterday, October 1st, I worked on these 3 sections. So if you want to look at like exactly how far I got on this in September, that's how far. So I am sure that I'm going to finish this month. I think this is just the most adorable piece ever, and it's not a bad size. Let's see, it's 55.8 by 70.7, which that 50-ish by 70-ish size point is one of my favorites, because it tends to be a nice size as far as detail goes, but not so large that it feels overwhelming. And it has 49 colors, and it has square drills. It has some ABs and some fairy dust. I haven't placed any fairy dust yet, actually. I think those are going to be more like in these like glowy parts in the middle. But this one, I think I'll be more interested in enjoying myself a little bit more when I get to the middle part, because right now the outside is feeling just a little bit tedious, but it'll be completely fine. That's why I'm doing it that way. It's just a little experiment too. So, but this is so cute, and I'm so excited that I get to take this into the month of October as well. It just feels very perfectly Halloween and fun. So let's talk about October a little bit more as far as what my plans are and what I have coming. So obviously I'm planning to finish my 2 whips. The one thing I did neglect to mention is when I said I have 2 to 3 whips going into October, the kind of question mark 3 third whip is my cross stitch conversion project, which I technically have finished 3 of the 8 panels, and I count each of those panels as its own finish. I haven't touched that at all this month because I've been very focused on drills and chills related kits, but I still consider that overall to be a work in progress, because the whole project isn't done. I just have finished each of the sections that I've sectioned it off as, and I'm considering a finish. So that is also technically a WIP that I'm taking into October. I don't know that I'll pull that one out to work on it all in October. We'll kind of see, because as far as plans for kits I want to work on goes, obviously this one and Plant Witch, I want to work on both and complete both of those. I also am planning to work on a kit from Jada Gem Shop called Ha Ha Halloween, which I think will be an adorable companion piece to this one. It's got like a fox on a pumpkin. And I was looking at the artwork side by side the other day and thought it looked way too cute. So I'm excited for that. I have that kit in hand and we'll probably have an unboxing of that for you soon. But aside from, finishing my 2 WIPs and then having that Jada Gem Shop kit, I'm not 100% sure what else I want to work on this month. I may find another Halloween or fall kit in my stash to work on, or I might decide to kind of like take a break from event-related things and just work on something totally unrelated, or may even just pull out my cross-stitch conversion project. I'm not totally sure. I'm just going to sort of follow my nose on it. So as far as videos go, I'll have my weekly Drills and Chills videos if you want to join in. There's some really fun weekly giveaways and some amazing grand prizes we're giving away. You'll also see a lot of what I call kind of my usual content, like unboxings and reviews, my weekly whip and chats, and small shop hauls, of course. So a lot of the usual things, and otherwise event things are just really what's taking up a lot of my brain power and time as far as videos go. So that's mostly what you'll be seeing, but I'm looking forward to October. We're getting into my favorite time of year. This is still a season that I thoroughly enjoy and I'm loving. And I'd love to hear from you guys as far as, have you been working on any, fall or Halloween themed projects, or any other kind of accomplishments or things that you finished in the month of September you want to share? Or do you have anything really fun in store for the month of October? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Feel free to share. But otherwise, I am going to go ahead and let you guys go. So I hope you enjoyed this recap of September and seeing my different projects and hearing some mini reviews on them. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I will have all of these kits, or at least the shops if the kits are discontinued, linked in the description box below. Go shopping. Go see if you find something that you love. And I hope that this was helpful and gave you a sense for what a whole bunch of different shops have to offer, and even seeing some of these completed, maybe add to your shopping list or things to look for in D-stash groups. So anyway, feel free to subscribe, by the way, if you want to stay up to date with all my diamond painting content. I'd love to have you here as part of my community, but I'm gonna let you go. I hope you have a day that is as amazing as you are, and I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.